Today I'm going to show you how I turned 20 pounds of blueberries into a beautiful low sugar blueberry jam using Pomona's Pectin. The first thing you want to start off with doing is measuring out your blueberries. What I love about all of Pomona's Pectin's recipes is that they give the pound and the cups that you need. So you can start out with the appropriate amount of pounds of blueberries and then measure that into the cups that you need for your saucepan. I smashed up all of our blueberries. I did a double batch here. I don't like to do more than a double batch just because sometimes if you're doing too large of a batch, the pectin cannot set up right and you just don't want to go through all of that work and not have it set up. Now, I am just measuring out 4 cups here. Again, I did a double recipe, so I did this twice. Now, once you are finished with all of your blueberry measurements, you're going to want to add your lemon juice to your saucepan mixture. Now, don't worry, I will put the recipe in the description below. I'll also link Pomona's Pectin recipe book in the description as well, because while this is a very simple blueberry recipe, they have such amazing jam recipes. I highly recommend checking them all out. Now, I have the calcium mixture here, and I am just making that up, and I'm adding the calcium water to the saucepan mixture. So we have the blueberries, the lemon juice, and the calcium water. The calcium water in the Pomona's Pectin recipe is actually what helps the jam gel, versus traditional pectins will actually make you use more sugar in order to make it gel, which is why Pomona's Pectin recipes have such low sugar content and such delicious jams. Once you have the blueberry mixture finished, you're going to want to go ahead and put it on the stove and start to get that hot and boiling. Then to the side, you're going to want to mix your pectin recipe and your sugar combination. So I did 2 cups of sugar here. Again, this is a double recipe. And then I added in my pectin, and you want to make sure that you mix it up really well together so that when you combine it into the boiling blueberry mixture, that it sets up correctly and is all mixed well together. I used a whisk here, which helped a lot. And then once I saw my blueberry mixture boiling, I went ahead and added a little bit of pectin mixture at a time. So I did this in about 3 or 4 batches. So I just mixed it up really well, added a little bit more. And then you're going to want to set a timer once you have all of your pectin in there for about 1 to 2 minutes. I do it on the longer end just to make sure that it is going to gel correctly. And then once I have it all mixed up, I actually take a spoon or a plate from the freezer and I put it into the mixture. And if it is gelled correctly, it is going to have that jelly consistency right away. And then you know that you're going to have some jam that's going to set up in your jars when you actually process it. So I'm using my 4-jar strainer here. Absolutely love it. It has the headspace measurement on there, which is such a lifesaver when you are canning a lot of things, especially messy stuff like this. I absolutely love to have my headspace on there. And so I am just putting them into pint jars. We switched to pint jars this season. I was doing half pints earlier, and we just go through so much jam that making bigger jars is just so worth it for us. Once you have them filled, you're going to want to wipe off the rim, and I use my 4-jar lids here, and I keep them warm just like they're instructed. And I put my lid on there, and then I process it in my canner for 10 minutes. And they turned out so delicious. Absolutely love them, and will absolutely make them again next year.